How much jewelry should you have as a minimalist, and how do you store said jewelry? Keep watching. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you my jewelry tips and storage, so let's dive in. Hello there friends, and a warm welcome back to Simple Essentials. If you're new around here, my name is Emmy, and in this channel we talk all about simplifying your life in as many ways as possible, including budgeting, meal planning, and organizing your stuff, basically. And today's video is going to fall in the latter category of organizing your stuff, and we're going to talk about jewelry. The reason I wanted to touch on this subject is because it's an area that a lot of people have, and there's a lot of clutter in this area. And for a lot of people, there's also some guilt and some letting go of certain types of jewelry. So I wanted to touch on that as well in today's video. So firstly, I'm going to share with you how I store my jewelry. Then I'm going to kind of share my thoughts on what I have. And finally, I'm going to talk a little bit about family heirlooms and things like that. And I guess share my thoughts on how it can help you let go of some stuff. So let's dive straight in. So firstly, I wanted to say, obviously everyone is different in terms of how much jewelry you like to wear or not wear, whether you're male or female, and whatever your personality is. I typically always wear earrings, so I'll normally wear, hopefully you can see they're a little stud of some kind. This is just a little gold stud at the moment. All my jewelry is gold. I always also wear a little necklace. You'll see here, this is just my Pisces, my star sign. And I don't actually know who gave this to me. I've had it since I was a kid, probably a family member or something, but I really like it. It's very light and it doesn't really feel like I'm wearing jewelry. I'll also always wear obviously my engagement ring. I've been engaged to Paul for about 2 years now. I'll talk more about that one in a second. And on my other hand at the moment, I've got another gold ring, which is an inheritance from my mum's mum. So my grandma, who passed away a couple of years ago. So I will typically wear 2 rings, a necklace, and earrings, but obviously that depends a little bit on the day. And I used to have lots of jewelry, and because I've traveled and moved and relocated many times, I realized that I needed to streamline my collection a little bit. So let's start by talking about how I store my jewelry. And I got this, I was actually gifted this nifty thing from a friend of mine who was leaving Australia. This is almost 10 years ago now. I'll see if I can find a similar thing on Amazon. But it's basically just got a little coat hanger hook, and I think it's got about 15 pockets on the front. And you might see there all of the pockets have like it's a zip per row. So it's really contained and like nothing's gonna fall out of it. And I really like this because this is like for smaller things like necklaces and earrings and things like that. And on the other side, it's got these like open pockets. And again, I think it's 15 on this side. And this is obviously for like bigger necklaces and bangles, or if you've got really large earrings or something like that. And the thing I love about this particular way of organizing jewelry, I've had the little jewelry drawers before and stuff, but they take up room on a surface, which is fine if you really like opening that thing and looking at them. But I just wanted to be practical and easy, and this hangs in my wardrobe and right next to my clothes. So it's really easy if I'm changing jewelry that day to just pop whatever I need out. So that is what I use. I highly recommend it. I've tried many different ways of organizing my jewelry, but I think this works really, really well. Okay, so in terms of what I actually have in my collection, I'm going to pull these things out, but you can see how everything is kind of divided into its own little pocket. So I do try to contain things. So up here we've got necklaces. Over here we have kind of dangly, cute little earrings. And then we have my gold jewelry together in one thing. And then just more earrings. Earrings. I love earrings. Down here we've got like simple silver rings, a necklace from my grandma, and some more kind of statement rings. And the other side is actually completely empty, but you can kind of see how nice and easy it is to find everything when it is contained. Because the one thing that drives me crazy, I don't know about you, is when my necklace is tangled together and I'm running out the door and I can't actually put them on properly. So that is kind of it. Okay, so I have 4 necklaces in addition to the one I'm wearing that I've already showed you. And these two on the right here, they're kind of longer, more kind of statement type necklaces. So I will wear them maybe with a going out top or something like that. This one my dad actually gave me quite a few years ago. No family thing, just like, you know, birthday present or whatever it was. So I really like this one because it's nice and easy to wear and easy to match with things because it doesn't have a lot of color on it. When I wear silver jewelry, I really like wearing this one as my kind of everyday necklace. It's really cute and similar in length and size to the one I was wearing before that you saw, the gold one. And finally, this one is really cute. It kind of sits really nicely around the neck, and it's just a very simple silver necklace, but I really like it. It works really well with if you're wearing something a little bit nicer. So those are all of my necklaces. All right, so moving along to my earrings. I have a lot more earrings than I have necklaces, but most of them, as you will see here, are kind of very simple studs aside from a few of them. So we'll start over here. This is my gold jewelry. So I have two sets, one set of studs that I got from my friends for my recent 40th birthday, super cute, and the ones on the left I got with, I think my mum gave them to me or something. They go really well with my one of my gold necklaces. These ones here I don't wear all that often, but they're really cute. So they're just like I don't know, like little umbrellas. So yeah, I like them. These ones here are just like dangly, nothing fancy again, but I really like them, you know, if you're going out or something. And then I have a few different studs. So these silver ones here I really like. Paul, my partner, gave them to me when we just started dating, so they mean a lot to me. I have some really simple, just pearls. These are very dark blue. It's a bit hard to see perhaps, but my friend gave these to me. She picked them up on her travels somewhere, I believe, in South America. And then finally I have a pair of studs from Mimco. The little stone in the right one has actually unfortunately fallen out. And finally we have my Christmas earrings. Usually my mum and I have a little joke going. She'll send me a special Christmas package every year. She lives in Sweden, and I live all the way over here in Australia. So these were the ones from this year, and I will probably keep them another year or so just because they're really fun and quirky, and let's face it, tacky Christmas earrings are fine. And finally, when it comes to rings, again, I don't have all that many. I showed you the two that I'm wearing already, but when I wear silver, I've got this one here. Nothing special at all. My mum gave it to me. I just really like it. It's been through a lot, but I really like that. And this one is just a really simple one. It's got an amethyst, which is my, don't know if you can see that very well. There we go. It's my birthstone. So again, very simple. When I want a bit more of a statement ring, I'll wear this one, which Paul bought for me when we were traveling through Europe a couple of years ago. It's really kind of funky. I really like it. And this one is, I don't even know, this is some kind of plastic. I bought this in Thailand or something, but this color I just love it. I really love wearing it when I'm going clubbing or something like that. And I have another gold ring, which I quite often wear. This one was also left to me by my grandmother, like the previous ring that you saw. And that is my ring collection. I don't have a whole lot. I used to really collect rings and have loads of them. But to be honest, these do the job for me. All right, so before we wrap up this video, we need to talk about family heirlooms. And I showed you before at the start of the video how I've got this little ring here, which is from my grandmother on my mum's side. And I love this ring. I wear it all the time. My mum, it wasn't really her style or the right fit for her, so she asked me if I wanted it, and I love it. I wear it relatively often. And I guess the way to think about family heirlooms is exactly that. You know, do you like it? Will you wear it? Same thing goes for this little box that you saw when I did the tour. This is a really small gold necklace. And I don't wear it all that often, but I do wear it with kind of nicer things. So for example, when I was a bridesmaid at my friend's wedding, I did wear this one along with those dangly gold earrings that you saw before. So I don't wear it all the time, but I like it. It's my style. It's very simple. So I will wear it. But if you get something gifted to you that is a family heirloom style thing, I would really encourage you to not take on the guilt of having to pass on the things to the next generation. Obviously, it depends as well if you have kids. I don't, and I'm not planning on having children. So for me, these heirlooms will probably stay with me, or if I pass them on to someone else in the family or in my friendship circle when my time comes to pass them along. But I think it's important to remember that you're not necessarily a custodian of stuff. So as an example, I got a gold watch, also used to belong to my grandmother. I was able to fix it. It wasn't working at the time. I got it fixed and then it stopped working and I had all these problems with it. And it got really frustrating because even though it was a beautiful watch, it was literally just sitting in my jewelry organizer and it was not being used, you know, and it just felt like such a waste. So I actually ended up selling it. And even though I felt guilty at the time, I was like, well, look, same grandmother, I've got this ring, I've got all these other things, I've got beautiful memories and other stuff that reminds me of her. So the guilt of holding on to stuff just because someone in the family have given it to you or you've inherited it, ask yourself if it serves a purpose for you. If it doesn't serve a purpose, I encourage you to make peace with that and let it go, whether you sell it or you donate it or whatever you want to do with it. But you can often donate jewelry to thrift stores if it wasn't anything particularly expensive, and you can sell things. Especially now with inflation and other things going a bit nuts around the globe, now might be a great time to sell a few items that you've been thinking of selling anyway, to put some extra money in your pocket to do things that you want to do now. And that brings me to my engagement ring. And I showed you guys this one before, but this is, I'll include a picture here on the screen which shows it off much better. But this is a ring from the 1920s. I picked it out myself. So my fiance proposed to me almost 2 years ago now. And the pandemic, etc., has made it a bit tricky to plan an international wedding. So we've put it off, but we are going to get married eventually. But this ring obviously used to belong to somebody else. And the way I think about it is if someone had held on to their family heirloom, maybe if I hold on to this one and didn't like it, instead someone else could use that and wear that and love it. And I really love this ring. It's old, it's kind of one of a kind, it wasn't particularly expensive, but it means a lot to me, and I'm really grateful that somebody else didn't hold on to it, but rather put it out to the world so a jewelry collector could find it, curate it, and sell it to someone like me who really wanted that type of engagement ring. So that is my thought on it. I know it can be hard, I know it's easy to feel guilt around these things, but I would really encourage you to just let it go and see what happens. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on jewelry, especially family related stuff, and any questions your family has had about stuff that you feel like you've been holding on to because you should. If you like this video, also feel free to give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and I really look forward to see you in the next video.